Cancer is something that most of us don't think about until it's too late. It is scary to know that there are so many types of cancers and the treatment can be long term, life changing, or even fatal. But what if I told you that your genetics could affect your cancers and the likelihood of getting it? This video will teach you about genetic predispositions in relation to cancer in detail. The more we understand our DNA, the better chance we have at preventing diseases like that of cancer. In this video, I'm going to give you some information about the connection between your genes and cancer. Myself, Dr. Rishi Sharma, I'm the director of Canberra Center of Oncology, and in this video, I'm going to talk about our genetic predispositions to cancer. What does it mean? How do we get it? Will our children inherit the same risk of developing cancer that we have? These are all questions that many people wonder about, so let's find out together. When most people think of cancer, they think of environmental factors or lifestyle choices as the culprit. But what if there was another reason? What if cancer could be hereditary? New research is showing a possible connection between genes and cancer. So what does it mean for you and your loved ones? What do you know about the connection between genes and cancer? Most people don't think about it too much, but it's something that is worth exploring. After all, genes do definitely play a role in our likelihood of developing cancers. Let's talk more about cancer and some of the elements that play a role in it. Cancers are broadly divided into three groups: non-hereditary cancers, hereditary cancer or genetic predisposition to cancer, and third and the last one, cancer caused by environmental factors. Most of us think cancer is probably something we can control if we make healthy choices like eating well or exercising more. But what does scientific research show? What is the connection between genes and cancer? Well, first of all, not everything is controlled by lifestyle choices. There's actually a strong connection between genetics and your cancer of developing certain types of cancer. Cancers that run in families are referred to as genetically inherited or hereditary cancers, such as breast or ovarian cancer. On average, only 5 to 10% of all cancers are considered hereditary. Cancers that can be passed down through the genes of your family over many generations are known as inheritable cancer or genetic predispositions to cancer. These type of cancers tend to run in families, and the chances of developing the disease greatly increases if you have a family history of it. The majority of cancers, which are more than 90% according to the health study, are not caused by inherited factors but result from environmental factors like smoking, diet choices, and other lifestyle choices. But this doesn't seem that there is nothing we can do about preventing our risk of cancer. Cancers do develop over time, so early detection can make a difference in your outcomes. There is even something called the cancer lifestyle, which can affect your risk of cancer. Rather, it can increase it. Cancers caused by environmental factors are something which can be preventable. This means that changing certain things about our lifestyles like smoking, drinking, poor diet, and lack of exercises can reduce your risk to develop cancer over time considerably. These are the type of cancers that tend to run in the families or are hereditary. But what if you have a family history without developing cancer? What if you inherit these genes but they never turn into cancer? There is actually something called penetrance. Penetrance is the probability that a gene will be expressed or show its effect. Different genetic conditions vary in their penetrance traits. So some may only cause disease even when carrying just one copy of the altered gene, while others require 2 copies of the genes to be altered to produce the disease. Cancer can also arise from normal cells in multiple ways, and their penetrance varies by cancer types. For example, inherited mutations may not be passed on, and you won't develop cancer that run in your family, even if your children carry these genes. There are certainly more questions that need to be answered, like what about cancer screening tests? When should someone get tested for hereditary cancers like breast cancer or ovarian cancer? What is the early detection connection between hereditary cancers? Should we do regular testing for this, especially when there is a family history of cancer but no one has actually developed it yet? These questions would be answered in detail in the next video. Well, genetic testing is an important factor in determining risk levels, and its role will continue to grow with time as much research shows what we need to know about cancer genetics. The world of medicine is changing, and so do we. The approaches are changing. The protocols for the cancers are changing very fast. Our understanding towards the disease is becoming more refined. The newer protocols have shown us way to fight cancer more efficiently, and that is the reason why we have been able to provide very extended lives to the patient even in the non-curable diseases. Let's talk further in the upcoming videos. Thank you. That was Dr. Rishi.